Good evening, Guardians, and welcome to The Last Word, GamingLagg.com's Destiny-only podcast. I'm your host, Mike Chalice, and with me, my fellow House of Wolves combatants, the man with the beard, Matt Bird.
How's it going?
Mr. Gloom and Doom himself, Sam Landry.
Let's hurry up. It's fucking warm in here.
The boss of bosses, Josh Quigley.
Hello.
And we have a very good show for you, obviously. The long-awaited House of Wolves has been released literally the day after we recorded the last podcast, so you're going to hear all of our first impressions and what we think of the expansion, as well as a few problems. Obviously, we wouldn't be gamers if we didn't complain a little bit. So, but before we move on to that, we're going to mention a few things that we always mention. One is Gamers Support Gamers, of course, which is a page on our website that is dedicated to other gamers that have YouTube channels, Twitch channels, or gaming-related website or podcasts. And if you go to our website and fill out the application on that part of the website, we will actually add you. We do that every Sunday, and hopefully it'll be a good way for people to find you, and a great way for you to generate a little bit of extra traffic other than trying to spam Twitter and hope somebody clicks on your link like we do.
Well, when he means we, he means him.
Yeah, me. Yeah. We also want to talk a little bit about our swag shop, which is the easiest way to support us. If you want us to keep doing the podcast and the website, then go to gaminglag.com and click on shop, or gaminglag.spreadshirt.com. And all of the proceeds from all of the merchandise there will go towards us continuing this podcast, and we are looking at other avenues of getting this funded. So
we did run out of free content from Destiny.
Yeah.
What?
I said we ran out of free content from Destiny. That's it.
This is the last one that we get for free for limited edition.
one
Matt's
we're
not
paying
in that
money.
boat. That's why he doesn't get that, because he just bought the right.
Yeah.
Matt was basically one of the people who played the most, and he wasn't even going to get the game.
Well,
We
I
just
wasn't
told him to
either
get
until
it,
that
yeah.
stupid live action
Hey,
trailer.
Matt, how many hours have you played in Destiny?
More than Skyrim.
How much did you play in Skyrim?
Doesn't matter.
How much did you play in Skyrim?
Doesn't matter.
Tell
Don't
me,
worry about it.
tell me, come on.
We're not talking.
I
No,
think,
it
I
doesn't
think
matter.
the last time he told me it was like 300 or something.
Yeah.
Like that. It's well over that.
On Hunter.
That's only the hunter.
It's true.
the least played character now.
No, he's still.
No, he's
He
the main
went-
now.
He went.
he's
He went.
the main again.
He went.
Oh
and-
yeah, right.
He went and
Hunters
checked
are
his
good.
Destiny app the other day, and he kind
That
of
was a
went,
mistake.
"Sam, why did you make me do this?" He's like, "I feel like shit."
I did say I felt.
I have
like
a
shit.
wife and 2 kids, and I am spending way too much time on that game.
I'm not getting involved in this conversation.
Yeah, I'm not
anymore.
even touching that.
Yeah.
This is going to be a little bit of a different show, because we're not going to do any news. We're simply going to talk about House of
Well,
Wolves.
there isn't much for news, anyways.
Right, but our first thoughts on the game, and we're going to start with campaign, and we're going to go around the table and talk about what we thought about the campaign. I'm going to start by simply saying it was better than Dark Below.
Wow.
Of course,
There was no Peter Dinklage.
Oh my God, who cares?
Peter.
I'd rather him shut up and do his job than talk to me about what he's doing.
He'll definitely be doing that now. Could you imagine if they changed the voice for the expansion say,
And made it
"No,
good?
Nothing
Sure.
happened.
Yeah.
They get Jon Snow.
I wish I could change it from a boy voice to a female voice.
Duh.
Yeah.
Who would they get?
So the campaign. Obviously, we don't want to do any sort of spoilers because the game's only a week old. But what is everybody's thoughts about the campaign? Did you like it more than Dark Below? What was the highlights? And you can just simply talk about missions and stuff like that, if just without spoiling anything, of course.
They shot things.
Okay. Well, that's basically what Destiny is.
Yeah. Well, there I said things and nothing was spoiled.
There you go. Did you guys like it more than the Dark Below campaign?
It was significantly better than the Dark Below.
Dark Below had a raid. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
We're talking about the campaign.
Talking about the
right
campaign.
now.
Did you like the campaign?
Raid.
All right, Sam is not going to be part of this podcast, obviously. Matt, did you like it more than the Dark Below?
I did enjoy it more than the Dark
Yes,
Below.
I enjoyed
The only thing that I didn't like about the campaign was the difference in difficulty from the 28 to the 32. It's too big of a difference. The other missions that were 28 and 30, they weren't. You could tell that there was one difference, but 28 it was just like, and one shot, and 32 we were dying all the time.
Yeah, I did the first playthrough, all missions on 32, and it was actually pretty challenging. I died a few times there.
We wiped a couple times.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Just
Yeah.
because you
soloed
you
it.
play yeah, of course, but you play Destiny so much that you're just running around doing. Even Crota now, you run around and you just go through it really easily.
That might be the easiest way
this-
of getting flawless.
Yeah, and that was So the other two characters I did the story on just because at the very end there's rewards and stuff that I wanted all my characters to have, and I did those on 28 just to sort or 26 and 28 just to breeze through it. But you're right, those were very easy. It was one shot on everything. You never died. It was super easy to get through. But unanimous that we liked this campaign. It sort of flowed better. It made a little bit more sense, and it was kind of exciting at the end. You went to some pretty cool spots.
Yeah, I liked how they changed up a lot of the mechanics.
I think one of the main things that they did was they used a lot of new areas. Even the strike, everybody was talking about it's going to be another ship, and of course, okay, a catch is probably, which is a giant fallen ship, is probably the same in a lot of aspects, but the strike itself was completely different. All new stuff.
Screw that spider tank.
They also, what they did really well was that they changed the combinations of units.
They had a lot of fallen enemies.
Yes.
There's Shanks. There's like three
there's
different
like
kinds
three
now.
different variants of Shanks now. There is
Four.
Yeah, 4 different
Main
variants.
Shank, the tank Shank,
Tracer
the Exploder Shank, and then the Sniper Shank.
Yeah.
Like,
But they changed the units as well, so you didn't get 1 captain, 2 vandals, 4 dregs. It was like 4 captains at some points, and I like that.
I just like the fact that you've got the random wolves around now, and if only they could have the knights too, and then you could have knights and the wolves fighting each other in certain areas.
I sort of understand why the knights aren't coming back, only because we defeated Crota.
Yeah.
And they were the Blades of Crota, so you would sort of think after you've killed them 500,000 times that they probably aren't anymore.
So anybody in the game now, the only way they can do that stuff is through the first mission.
Through the missions, yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, just
we
like
did it most of the time.
I know,
anyway.
I know, but it was still nice
But
having.
I
those
agree
events.
with you, but with any MMO, there's people that are complaining that you have to pay for DLC and things like that. And in some aspects, they have completely valid points. Some DLC isn't worth it. Some of it's too expensive. But with any MMO model, we're not paying monthly for this. But any MMO model, you have to have the latest content. If you go and play World of Warcraft and you can't even buy the original World of Warcraft anymore, but when you could, you would get to level 60 and nobody was level 60 in the game.
Yeah.
It's not like you can go back and run the original raid. So that's sort of how this mentality is going. You need to have the latest content. But unanimous. So this campaign was obviously a lot better. We're not going to go into spoilers. Everybody here at this table liked it more.
It was a lot of fun. There
Okay.
were some,
Yes.
Okay.
there were some really neat mechanics to it. That was...
Yeah, I liked the story as well. It was a little bit better. Maybe that has something to do with the person they brought in for the lore and the story writing and stuff. It was quite a bit better than we need to stop Crota, go shoot this gem, and you still have to fight Crota. You didn't stop him.
That
I'm,
didn't make-
I'm not really sure
that-
why
I-
I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yes,
but
I
I'm doing it.
destroyed his soul, but Crota can still come
That made-
back. I thought that's what we were trying to prevent. But
That made no sense.
yeah,
I'm
I know.
Sorry.
It didn't. And that was a problem, and I think they're addressing it pretty well with this expansion.
Well, I'm excited. It'd be nice to see what the actual expansion brings, because this was DLC, not expansion.
I know you talk about the bigger content. Okay, we're gonna move on to Prison of Elders. We've all done it a little bit.
Poe.
Yeah,
That's a
Poe,
Poe.
as we like to call it.
Yes.
I want to do some Poe.
Let me fix my monocle. Poe.
I really like Prison of Elders. There are some problems I have, and I'll address those after. What is everybody's thoughts on Prison of Elders?
I'll go first.
Yeah, sure.
I think it's going to get more monotonous and a lot faster than the raid's going to.
Sure.
I mean,
Yes.
even after this first weekend, I'm almost done with it.
Yeah.
But
Okay. No, that's fair. It's fair. I understand exactly what you're saying. We will see what they
What's that?
bring because there's other stuff to bring in.
yeah,
Because they do have other prisons that haven't been released yet. But I do agree with that statement to an extent. Josh, what do you think about Prison of Elders?
I'm in a lot of the same boat as Matt. I liked Prison of Elders. I had fun with it. I did a couple. It's going to get tiring.
Yeah.
We're talking about Destiny.
Yes.
Let's just put that there.
I know, but like you would do a raid, you get a raid group together, and you would have this epic time doing a raid. Maybe it would take you a couple of nights when the raid first came out, and it was this really epic time to spend on it. Whereas Prison of Elders feels more like a, hey guys, do you want to do Prison of Elders? All right, yeah, I need to get a couple done. Like,
Oh, I have a key or two.
Yeah, a lot of the phrasing is, I need to get a couple of done. Yeah, I need to do that on it. Like, it's a lot of need versus, hey, I really want to run the raid tonight. Are you guys available?
Yeah. I understand that to an extent, but the raid I felt was like that. I agree with Matt's statement to the point that the raid seemed to have more longevity, only
Yes.
because it was a little bit more difficult to get used to some of the mechanics that they made. But then there was a lot of frustration with the raid because a lot of it was glitched. Sam, what do you think of Prison of Elders? Don't be too critical of it. I just want to know your initial thoughts of it.
I don't know how I feel about it. I honestly don't.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
It's fun the first time around. It's like going around a merry-go-round. Yeah, you're having fun the first time. Okay, the second time it's like, all right. And then the third time you're
And
like,
the third
what?
time you're sick.
And then the fourth time you're like, when is this thing gonna end? Like it. I don't know.
Okay.
It's
So I agree. I said I've sort of agreed with things, but here's the problems they're going to need to address. One, Prison of Elders, it should upgrade with every expansion because I don't think it's a raid. You shouldn't ever have to worry about, like, first of all, 28 is a joke.
Yeah.
And you have to do it to do 32. But you don't get anything for doing 28 ever. So I don't like that. I don't like that they blocked the 32. I'm okay if they had to block the 34 with doing 32.
32 is not blocked every week.
It's until you do the 28 on that character, you cannot
You
do
have
it.
to do it in.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I
have to do
meant.
it once.
I know that, but I don't like that because
especially for
I'm looking.
alts.
I'm looking at the rewards, and I'm just like, I don't want to do the 28.
It's just like the hard mode in the raids. You had to beat it on normal before you could go in the hard.
That's
It's
a little,
the same idea.
It's a little different though, because the raid, even on normal, was hard to get used to and complete,
You didn't have to.
and you didn't have to. You could
didn't
do
have-
hard
You do hard without.
as long as somebody in your group was there. But the Prison of Elders doesn't work that way.
Without the gear, you couldn't do it. You weren't high enough level.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
You had to beat it on normal
Fair
to
enough.
be able to do it on hard.
I don't.
But
Anyway,
that meant there was a reward system to it, though. There
Yes.
was no reward system for doing a level 28.
There's no
no.
real, honestly, other than beating it and getting that drop, there's no real reward system in this either. If you got a chance for the gear, like getting a chance for the purple gear and whatnot by opening that chest where you have to farm a key that basically almost never drops for some people,
Yeah.
is it's kind of a slap in the face.
So let's move on to that, actually, because that's something that they have to address because it is the most frustrating thing on the planet. It is the key drops. So
Yeah.
right now, to get the key, the only methods you can get them is through the chest at the end of a Prison of Elders, and that's a low drop chance, or you can chest farm in the world during patrols.
It's also a low drop chance.
It's also an incredibly low drop chance. So you're doing these incredibly boring tasks just to get a key drop to open this chest. And now there was a way that I really don't want to spoil the ending of the campaign. There was a way that you can get a key by doing the House of Wolves content once, but you can't do it again.
No,
Yeah.
you can basically get 3, and then after that, you're just all RNG.
Right, exactly. So they need to address
like,
that
I
because
know-
you need to have at least one key a week.
I know you were saying you should get one when you beat, you should get one when you beat the 28. It forces people to do the 28 every week. There's matchmaking. It'll populate it, so new people trying to go through it. They'll
I'd
have
be all right
decent
with that.
people.
But
I don't want it to be just that. Yes, the chest at the end guarantees you an exotic. You will get an exotic from
No, it
this.
doesn't.
Not
No,
even,
it
No, it
not even.
doesn't.
no.
But it should be kind of like the end. Like just at Crota, when you beat the different checkpoints, you get something. You get a piece of gear. You get you get shards. You get whatever. You should get a roll for etheric light and one piece of gear from
So-
beating it, and then the thing opens, and then you drop down to get to the chest.
So I'm okay with them not having it in the 28. What I think they should do with the keys is once a week, whatever level you do that on, you get the key.
Yeah.
The first time you do it. 28, 32, 34, 35, doesn't matter. So people that are still not high enough level to do 32, they can just go into 28, get a key, and get a chance at an exotic. Once a week on each character, I think is fair. I think if they don't address that, people are going to get incredibly frustrated because right now that epic chest is only if you have a treasure key, which is incredibly infuriating. We actually thought, me and Matt thought this was actually going to be amazing because it didn't matter. If you had 6 keys, you could use them all and just keep running it and use it to open the chest as many times as you want. It wasn't a weekly lockout. Then they introduced this, how low and rare this key is. I've gotten 2 extra other than the 3 that I got from doing the House of Wolves content.
I've gotten one because I still haven't beaten it with my 2 other characters.
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
bring myself to play through the story again.
Exactly. So that's incredibly infuriating. The other thing, as far as dropping goes, that I do not think is fair at all, is etheric light. Now, hardcore people are going to talk and say that, well, if you're good, you can get it. That's not really fair. You're trying to make this game more accessible to people, and you put them behind a wall so they cannot get to 34 unless you got really lucky in the Nightfall, unless you got to at least 6 wins in Trials of Osiris or did the level 34. The level 34 is actually incredibly difficult, and I found it harder than the level 35 Prison of Elders. And I'm the only one who's done both, with the exception of Matt, who's done 34. That is a huge problem. You cannot block your people and have all these people that are already 34 because they were lucky enough to get Etheric Light. Because you need to get lucky enough to get 2 extra in order to ascend to that level.
It comes back to RNG.
I know, which is not fair. I don't like that Etheric Light stuff, because you have so much gear that you want to upgrade. Like, everybody wants, okay, I want to get Fatebringer, I want to get Vision of Confluence, which me and Matt already have done. We want to get all these weapons and all this old gear that we like the look of more, and we want to ascend that to the higher levels. And it looks like if you're not a hardcore player, you're going to get 1 a week.
Well, not everyone has a lot of these people who are already 34 already, they have like a bunch of Etheric Light already. They've got some just in their vault because they don't know what to do with it. A lot of these people can sit at their PS4s or PCs.
Yeah, I've had a lot of
Xbox for hours on end during the days to do that. I'm sorry, I have a full-time job. I can't do that.
Yeah.
And he's got a family and kids. He can do that even less than me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. You're trying to make it more accessible, but then you put these players behind an RNG wall. You got really lucky. We did the Nightfall, and you got an Etheric Light.
I got the first Etheric Light from us. And
yes.
In the end, now I think I'm the lowest leveled out of all of us anyways. But
well, you and I are at the same.
Yeah. But I don't like that they put you behind an RNG wall. I don't think that's fair. I mean, I guess you can make the argument that if you do the 34, and everybody can get to 33, if you do the 32, but you're trying to make this game more accessible to people, and you've blocked another group of gamers that just don't have the time to play. I've had a lot of time to play it, so yes, I've done them all, but I'm the only one of our entire group of friends that's 34 right now, I believe.
Yeah.
So, which isn't really fair. I just don't like that. Anybody have any other thoughts to jump in on that with?
No, we kind of skipped over the chest farming. The one thing that we need to fix about the chest farming is the damn secondary ammo drops.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a huge problem
Let
right
us
now,
trade
actually.
them in for Glimmer or
Or
something.
let us delete them at least.
Because
that's a big problem.
There's nothing you can do with them.
I don't know, just based off that, seeing your guy today, I don't think I'm doing any more chest farming.
Yeah.
I don't have enough room for all this secondary ammo. I can't
Well, because even if you put it in the vault, it only stacks at 20.
Yeah.
They
could solve this very easily. Make it stack at 999.
Or just sell it. Make it sell for 1 stack for 1 Glimmer. Yeah, it's 20 Glimmer, but at least you can get rid of it.
Yeah, they need to fix that because people are just going to... Everybody wants the treasure key. So, I'll put it to you this way. If they fix the treasure key, nobody will be doing as much chest farming. Because that's what everybody wants. So if you fix the treasure key and give everybody 1 a week from doing 32 Prison of Elders, then you're good.
If they're looking to fill the patrols for that's cool. I understand that. Fix the secondary ammo drop.
Yeah.
Do that first.
Yes.
And then, at least then it won't,
Yeah, you can do either or.
I actually
there's some things they need to address.
I don't really care about keys now after seeing your thing. I'm just like, whatever. I'll get a key if I get a key.
Yeah.
I'm not going to...
So, new gear, obviously, is something that everybody wants, and I like the way that it works. Now, I have a couple of friends or at least one friend who disagrees with me and doesn't like that I can level up my alts with my main. I like that.
Yes.
Because once I have my main character, which is a Warlock, leveled up the way I wanted to with all the gear, I can now run everything again on my Warlock every week and use those armor cores and weapon cores that I get for my alts.
That's
so
fine.
I like that because it means I don't really enjoy playing a hunter all that much. So I don't have to play him in order to level him up. I will still run the Nightfall with him and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I have to admit, it's definitely Titan first, Warlock second, then Hunter last for me. Sorry to the Hunter players.
No, for sure. People
a lot of people played Hunter
but
at
it
the
lets
start,
you play the way you want to versus the way they're forcing you to.
Yeah.
And I do like that. I like that a lot.
Well, before you had to run 3 Crotas with each character if you wanted to try and get drops and stuff, which I didn't like. So.
And with RNG being the way it is, I mean, sometimes it would take you forever to upgrade an alt just because you were never getting the drop on that alt.
Or forever to upgrade your main. Yeah.
Like,
took me 8 weeks to get the chest or helmet.
Yeah.
So I really like the way that they're doing the Prison of Elders gear. It looks pretty cool, and they're doing 1 piece a week. So that does prevent people, unless you're Matt and get really lucky with a Judgment's Chance, to get extra pieces. I
got a
like
helmet today.
I like
Your helmet.
that you can use two of these, the
helmet.
weapon cores and the armor cores, and you can get a randomized item.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
You had a 365 shotgun, so don't complain about
Yeah.
me having my helmet.
No, for sure. It's
365.
I have 4 365 weapons right now, but well, not including exotics, I guess.
Yeah, non-exotic.
So
It's fine. 365 Galahorn. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, I don't have Galahorn yet. That
Praise
is,
be to Galahorn.
oh my god.
Oh
I've-
wait, I have Vex and Galahorn.
Shut up, Josh.
Vexagorn.
Vexagorn.
something that infuriates me a lot, which I'm going to go into now, and I want everybody's sort of opinion on this. There's a strategy for the last boss in Prison of Elders, which is the level 35, that involves you to have rocket launchers again,
Yeah.
just like Crota.
You have Baby Galley.
Yes, but it's not enough.
But it's still annoying.
It's very, very frustrating. Because I have more time, I tried to get a group to do this, and it took me forever to get people, not to convince, but to get people to play, because I did not have a 365 Galahorn. And guess what? I was the only reason they succeeded.
They all died.
No, well, we actually got to Skolas the first time I tried it, but then I had family things and I had to leave. But I was the only reason. At the end of it, it was something like 346 the kills that I had, and they were both under 100. Like, it was literally me making smart decisions and stuff. And when I actually did do it, although it took a little bit longer to get Skolas down, I was the one who was running for the mines and things like that.
I'm gonna bring it back to one of our old podcasts on the Lag Spike one that we called "Gamers Suck."
Yeah. Everybody wants to get that easy, quick kill, but it was still easy. We had 2 Galahorns, and I had a Hunger of Crota, and it worked out well.
Baby Gorn.
I
No.
still don't have a baby Gorn.
Yeah.
The first boss we did with the 32 with Brewer, 3 of us with Galahorn. It's like, man, that was easy. The guy just melted.
Yeah.
And then we did it with Mike, and it was like, this is a little bit harder.
Yeah.
I'll get you. We will get you that Galahorn, buddy.
It is. It's just very frustrating.
Get
for
me Vex.
because
Putting that much emphasis on a rocket launcher is like, it seems like every kind of big mechanic they do, the rocket launcher is the clutch weapon for that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you fix that, because the rocket launchers has the single most damage inflicted in one go. Except for maybe once I get my hunter helm upgraded.
Well, the biggest instead what they should do is, like you said, Crota. It was very rockets, right? To get a
Yeah.
shield on and stuff like that.
Everybody was so
shouldn't
worried
be-
about it.
It shouldn't be rocket based. It should be damage typed based. Arc, Solar, Void. Use an Arc's primary. You don't do as much damage as an Arc rocket launcher, but you can still do damage. That
sounds
key.
an awful lot like Arcburn.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
No, the problem is that because these people have found this easy strategy, which is nuke him down with Galahorns. Now everybody knows that strategy because the video is on YouTube, and everybody's just like, well, I'm not doing it unless you're level 34 and you have a 365 Galahorn.
it's fine. You have us. We're your friends. We're not.
Yes,
gonna
I
say
know,
no to you.
but I'm not. This is going to sound incredibly arrogant, and I don't mean it to be that way. But there's a lot of people on those looking for group things that are nowhere near as good as me. They just have a 365 Galahorn. That's what bugs me about it. I play smarter and better than that person, but because he can stand there and shoot a rocket at a boss, that's incredibly frustrating.
Well, let's put it in perspective. And I'm not level 34 yet, but I probably will be this week.
Yeah.
Because I'm level 34, or I will be level 34, and have a Galahorn, I'm a more desirable candidate to join a group than you are. And I think we can all agree that I'm not a bad player.
No.
I'm good
played
at
with
the
worse.
game. But I would agree that Mike's a better player than I am.
Yeah.
And that could just simply come down to the fact that Mike has had a lot more practice in recent times than I have.
I play a lot.
You do play a lot, but that's okay.
Yeah. It just infuriates me because they've now gone again and done the exact same thing they did with Crota. And let me just explain something. Crota, you do not need Galahorns. One Galahorn can take his damn shield down. So why everybody... Well, no, you need to have Galahorn to come back when that was happening was just baloney.
Or you just had to not suck with your rockets.
Yeah.
Or not be an idiot. Yeah.
My
Shoot his
first
feet.
2 hard mode beats were like I had to fight to get on the team. They're like, well, your rocket doesn't track. I was like, yeah, but I'm not going to miss.
Yeah.
How much convincing did you have to do the time we did the hard mode Crota? A little bit.
There was quite a bit.
for me, and then I got there
Well,
and I missed one shot. I think that's it. And after they're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And you only had a 297 Hazen Vengeance. They're like, no, he can't come. I was like, well, then I'm not coming. You don't get my Galahorn.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So-
oh. Okay.
I just don't like that they're putting these things behind.
well, that's the issue with the.
I get
generous-
it
It's
because
so many
that fight,
walls in
if
this.
you don't have a Galahorn or if you don't have enough damage to bring him down like you want to, that fight is very
It's
hard.
fine, buddy.
And it's
incredibly
frustrating
hard, so.
when you call out for the shot and then you get on the ledge and he's still up.
Yeah.
Like it's frustrating.
Or when your friends jump in front of you while you're shooting your Galahorn. That's also a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
When
that-
we're trying for flawless.
to be fair, that is equally the Galahorn firing person's, probably more so the person who fired the Galahorn's fault than the person who was running. Because we're in a fight and you should expect that people are going to run.
Yeah.
Call.
Anyway,
But
I don't like that.
Zer will be there this weekend. You'll get your galley, buddy. We got you.
Hopefully.
No.
No.
Well,
You will never
I'll
sell
take it with a
galley.
drop. It's just
Have you-
ridiculous how many times
Well-
I've seen it drop for other people.
Have you run the exotic chest yet this week?
Yeah.
You got with all three?
Yeah.
Damn. Because I watched a video of this guy. He had all his friends shoot the chest, throw grenades, everything at it. He opened it, got galley.
Yeah, of
It was
course.
majestic.
This type of stuff doesn't actually work. eh?
Yeah, it's just
we can
luck.
try it.
Being dead when the boss goes down every single time has worked for me.
Worked for you. It worked for you.
I didn't get a galley when I was dead. I got a
Yeah, you
galley.
did.
No, I was alive when I got my galley.
He was alive.
Anyway,
just
the last
left
little
on.
bit of thing we're going to
Yeah.
go over, which is on everybody's mind right now, especially this weekend, is Trials of Osiris, which is the brand new PvP mode that is going to be every single weekend. It'll be on the same map, but it is 3v3 and it's elimination. So as soon as the entire team is dead, that round is over, and you get 1 point. First to 5 wins. All of us have tried it except for Sam. What do we think of it?
I need to be better at PvP, but I do enjoy it.
It's a lot of fun.
Thorn match. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's not
It-
though.
It's
Yes.
not, though. No, it's not.
Me and Josh, another guy that we play with, and myself, all ran it. Not a single person on the other team had Thorn, and they raped us. They didn't take us out for supper. They didn't use lube. They raped us. All
I-
was
It was a
Suros,
wrecking.
Yeah.
I just
Suros and Red Death.
I was using Vex. You were using
Thorn.
and Brewer was using something else good.
The
Red
reality
Death,
is
yeah.
that everybody who plays Trials is going to be serious PvPers because they
that's-
want to get to it.
that's
So they're all very good.
that's my issue with Trials. Is it's too professional, too professionally based. Like if you're really good at PvP, yeah, you're gonna succeed. You're gonna get really good at it. That's fine. Anybody who's not very good and wants to try to get better has no chance there. You're not touching that.
Yeah, and the argument is that they're gonna say, well, then you need to get better in order to get that
Yes,
stuff.
but I can't get better because I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's an endless cycle. There's
Yeah.
no winning.
Anyway,
I-
I got to 6 wins with a couple of people, and
It's not like
it wasn't easy. I mean, we got to 6 wins, and we ended up losing out and stuff. But the reality is that six wins, you're. I thought it was gonna base you on what wins you're at and base you against people like that, like it does in Hearthstone. Hearthstone, if you do an arena, if you win 3 matches, it'll put you up against other people who have won 3 or 4 matches before you've been beaten out of the arena. This doesn't. I've played people that we played on the who got their 9th win on us. Like that, I think needs to be a little bit better because don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to complain. I'm not the best at PvP. I'm not. I understand that. I don't want to get 9 wins. That's not what I'm trying to say. I would like it to pair me against people who are at the same record as us.
yeah. It's,
I don't want to go if I'm 3 wins and 2 losses. I don't want to play somebody who's on their 9th win.
Their 9th consecutive.
Their 9th
win.
consecutive
Obviously,
win.
We're not winning that.
Yes, exactly. We're not going to win if they've won 8 straight.
It's
That-
kind of like saying, "Hey, I've noticed you started running track. You're doing really good. Here, face the world champion."
Yeah, exactly.
What? You lost? Well, I guess you can't run anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very frustrating for that.
Or also based off this, it's not like the Bungie app, the Destiny app doesn't track your wins. I go to Control, which I've played quite a bit, and matches win 58 out of 100. I've won 58 matches out of 100. Implement this into trials. I've won 58 matches. You make it so between people who've won 50 and 100 matches, play together. People who have won between 0 and 50, play together. So on and so forth. It will limit
that's
this
just
problem.
Yeah, that's just about time though. I would still much rather
It doesn't.
everybody starts at the same time. I won my first match. I go up against somebody else who just won their first match or their second match or something. It feels. It did happen to me where I was playing with people. They completed their trials passage after beating us, which means, yes, they were on their 9th win, which is ridiculous for somebody who just started to go into trials. That could have been the first time somebody went in there and has never done PvP before. You put them up against somebody at their 9th win? That makes no sense.
And I know for me, like, I know I'm going to enjoy trials. I'm going to give it a try next
Yeah, of
weekend.
course.
But when I left trials the night that, like, we got decimated, and I'm sure the team we were playing against was up on their wins because they were, like,
the last one when me and Brewer went out, they completed the trials
Yeah,
passage.
yeah. So they were on their 9th win. It was the first time I had entered trials.
Yeah.
And I honestly have not played Destiny since.
Yeah.
Because it was just like it's infuriating.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
not that I'm not very good at it, and I know I'm not very good at it.
No, we're not.
But to be paired against,
The difference is people are complaining that they're not going to get to Flawless. Okay, Flawless is a very special kind of PvPer. They're very good.
and when you get that flawless, if you know you beat out somebody else who was on their 8th or their 9th win,
Yeah.
that is a big deal. You get flawless because you beat somebody who it's their first time trying.
Yeah.
They don't even know the map yet.
Yeah, so I don't like that. That was my only issue with Trials. Other than that, it's the best PvP mode in Destiny, hands down.
Oh yeah, significantly more fun than the rest of PvP. It's why I'm willing to go back to it.
I actually played some matchmaking, just non-trials elimination earlier to give it a try. So
It's the best way to play. It requires a lot of strategy. It requires a lot of quick thinking. I like that when you really have to listen. You have to have one person who's generally calling out what you're doing, and then you have to listen. And there is no such thing as, okay, 2 of your guys just died, I'm going to try and solo these 3 people. That's never going to happen. It does not
you're
work.
losing.
You run. Like, you don't stand there and try and kill 3 people on your own. You run around, and then you try and go and face the one person body camping and kill him. But it's all communication. It's all what your strategy is.
I wasn't sure if this was a thing or not. Is there an extermination game mode outside of trials?
Yes, elimination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, I didn't know if
You
that
can practice,
came too.
for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But I'd
There's that.
like to get a team together. I want to get 5 wins every week. That's all I ask because I want to have the gear because it looks really
We
cool.
get 8.
But
Give me 8.
I'd love to get 8. But I got up to 6 and I was happy with
I
that.
honestly
But you
don't-
need to have
If
you
I-
need to have people that are really playing well
If I
and
get
playing well
9
together.
If I get 9 wins and 2 losses, I'm okay with it. I don't care about the lighthouse.
Yeah,
Like-
that's what I'm saying, and I understand that I'm not the player that's going to probably get to a flawless. I'm not that good. I've played with people who are that good, but I'm not that good. But I would love to be able to be paired up against the right difficulty of people who are on the same amount of wins.
To bring it back towards the using stuff from your main to level up your alts.
Yeah.
That's a good thing just based off the fact that I main a tank, I
Mm-hmm.
main a Titan. I hate Titan in PvP.
Yeah.
Warlock is where it's at. So being able to use that stuff and put it towards my Warlock to slowly level him up.
See, in Trials
Instead.
you can't.
What?
you can buy the weapon.
You can buy the weapon on your main.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what I meant.
Yeah,
I
you can
meant
use
just
the-
for.
But you're
just
saying
use
you're
the
leveling them up
AoE
to
stuff.
34.
AoE
Yeah.
stuff and all the other stuff like that.
So you're
stuff
saying to
is
get
useful.
your other character to 34 to play Trials.
Yes.
Okay.
To do
Gotcha.
that.
Understand
That's-
that.
Because level matters.
Yes, absolutely it does.
Everything matters in
Yeah.
Trials. It's just like Iron Banner.
Yep.
I want
Yeah.
Iron Banner again.
Now-
Banner Season 2 will be coming
Yep,
shortly.
and we're going to close out on some positive stuff. So I want everybody's list of things that you really like about it, because although we are gamers and we like to complain about certain things, and that's the first stuff that comes to your head is all the stuff you want to say that's negative about it.
We wouldn't be gamers
I
if
want
we didn't complain.
exactly. I want you guys to talk about what you actually like about House of Wolves and what improvements they've made, things like that. Who wants to start?
I'm going to throw it out there, and we've talked about it a lot
Sure.
before. When you ascend your weapon and it stays where you had it,
Yes.
is massive. Because in Dark Below, when you ascended your exotic and you're like, all right, yeah, it's
I have to level it
starting
again.
from scratch.
Yeah.
Was infuriating. So to be able to just immediately go in, and yes, it's just your exotics, but now as long as you have some exotics and some exotic shards, everybody has the opportunity
Yep.
at having some 365 weapons, which is
Sure.
fantastic.
Love that. Absolutely. Sam, do you have anything that you really like?
Sidearms.
Sidearms
Yep.
are awesome.
Oh
Great
my
addition.
God.
Great addition.
Better than Murmur.
So
Yeah.
much better.
But it replaced Murmur in PvP for the time being.
No, in all honesty, sidearms were they're really cool. I was a little concerned about the damage, but the damage is just right for the Vestian Dynasty. I'm also on the exotic bounty for the exotic sidearm, but
Well, I just like the fact that you can it switches naturally quicker from primary to secondary.
Yep.
You whip it out quicker. You aim down sights quicker. Shut up, Matt. I know that was phrasing.
and
Someone
maturity.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
You are the oldest one at this table.
And then I find that it has really like the fire rate on it's crazy.
Yep.
It's just like a scout rifle with hair trigger.
I love it.
Oh,
I
it's
really
so
love
good.
it. I don't find a lot of practical use in Prison of Elders with it, but I love just having it around and using
you
it.
You haven't been using it correctly. Claws of Ahamkara on your warlock with that weapon
Bless you.
with reloading. It basically, you finish shooting, it's already reloaded. It's like it just Jedi'd it.
Yeah,
Bullets are in the chamber.
It does reload really
So
quick.
good.
I love the sidearms. When I killed Skolas for the first time, I got the exotic weapon bounty, so I'm now trying to get the exotic sidearm, which I'm really excited to get. So
Beat you with this Mac.
can't get Galahorn. Give me everything else though. Got the shader, the ship, the emblem,
How
all
many,
of it.
How many Vex do you have?
3.
Shut up.
Yeah, I know, but anyway.
I will trade you my Galahorn for Vex.
So, a few things, and hopefully I'll leave some for you, Matt. I love all the new weapon and weapon skins. I love that all the weapons aren't just general, like, new skins on the, like, new colors on old weapons.
It's not
The
skin on
gun
skin.
looks like it belongs to where it came from.
And I love the new exotics. I love that I think they made a piece for each slot for every class that are new. Zer was selling the helmet, which we pretty much all went and spent a bunch of motes of light. Got the
They're all
ram and
gone.
Eternal Warrior. Yep.
I got what I wanted.
The gear is really what I like the most. They did change all of the way that they look, and they feel a little different, and the perks that they've added are really cool.
Yeah, some of the new perks are awesome.
Like the shotgun I have, the perk is if every time I hit the next melee I do, I get 25% bonus damage, which if you've ever watched me play Control, that helps a lot because all I do is shotgun punch people.
Re-rolling weapons now is
Yes,
also
reforging
Let's-
is
sorry,
fantastic.
let's let Mark.
Sorry, Matt,
let's
if
let
I
Matt
said what you wanted to
something.
Well, all along, all I wanted was a more powerful Vision of Confluence, because since I first got that weapon, so my favorite thing about House of Wolves is ascending. I sacrificed being level 34.
So much so that he sacrificed being level 34 to get his 365 vision.
How's the jamming?
It doesn't anymore.
Doesn't jam. They fixed that a long time ago.
Yeah, it's got a better.
Yeah, it just
It's got a better firing pin.
The reason it was jamming is because if you ever did bonus damage because of certain perks like the oracles and things like that, or for anything else, that bonus damage caused the weapon to stop firing.
It just felt like jamming. It was hilarious though.
Yeah.
It actually felt like a
but
AK.
yeah, no.
Shots fired.
So yeah,
Doing jams.
being able to ascend those old weapons. If I do get another etheric light, I think I will actually be ascending another weapon before I go 34. Just because I still have my swarm.
Your smart decision would be to ascend a piece of gear,
No.
go 34, and then go into 35, finish it, and get another etheric light. And then
Not
ascend your weapon.
necessarily. If you're let's say if he's selling the boots next week,
Yeah.
you get the boots. That stuff is naturally ascended. Once you level all the max up, it gives you all your light.
Yeah.
Because my gloves, I bought the first piece. I'm at I'm at an eighth of the way to 34.
Mm-hmm.
So once I finish leveling up, I'll be halfway to 34.
Yeah.
So you get the boots, that's done.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I get what your point is, and you'll probably want to wait until the reset tomorrow to find out. If you do get another etheric light, hold on to it until tomorrow. Don't do it tonight, just to be safe.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
No,
I
absolutely.
know, good point, but
The swarm's a great weapon, though.
yeah,
I wish I kept mine.
I kept the swarm, so
I wish I kept my final boss still to this day.
yeah.
Oh.
We won't talk about all the 300 weapons that get shared.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
right?
such a
But
bad
now
decision.
we know, and if you ever want to go back and get them, you can do that.
Not
but
all of them, though.
How?
no, that's going to be where we end the show. Obviously, there's some positive takes from it. I've been playing it nonstop all week. It is a really great addition to Destiny and made a lot of improvements. Obviously, the biggest disappointment is still no raid. Hopefully, we hear something at E3 when they come up and they say, and we have 2 raids, one coming in September with the big content update, and one right now that's available for $10 or something, because you're going to have to pay. And I'm okay with paying $10
I'd be
for
okay
it.
with that.
I'm okay with paying $10 because of
They
it.
can use your EA smokescreen, and you can
play it right now.
How about
Yeah.
Cabal raid? Cabal raid.
No, it'll be Fallen raid.
It'll probably be Fallen. It'll be Fallen.
Fallen raid.
Fallen.
Fallen.
Is that like full off?
All right, I think it's time to end this.
Yeah. So let's do some plugs. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at Chalices. If you want to follow Matt,
At ManW the
if you want to follow Sam,
Never.
and if you
That's
want to,
at Mr. Gloom and Doom.
and if you want to follow Josh,
Joe Quiggle.
and if you want to follow us as a collective group, which is of course more important, it's at Gaming Lagg, 2Gs and Lagg. Tell your friends about us. Subscribe to both our podcasts, both The Last Word, this Destiny podcast that we're doing right now, and the Lag Spike podcast, both available on gamingleg.com, iTunes, and all of your favorite podcasting stuff. Applications, I guess.
Application.
Applications.
Applications.
Support our swag shop if that's the best way to support us. Support Extra Life, which is a great fundraiser that we're trying to champion, I guess. And yeah, I think that's it.
Cool.
All right. That has been The Last Word.